What is going on, guys, and welcome to my first ever trading video on this channel. If you guys want to see more of these videos, make sure to hit that like button down below. But let's crack on straight into things. As many of you do know, that I do trade a bit on Twitch and also on Twitter. I post a lot of my stuff, but mainly in the Burrettl Discord. If you don't know what that is, it's a private Discord where we give away tips pretty much every day for making you guys coins from anywhere from 30k onwards to up and icon trading and stuff like that, which can make you a decent amount of money as well. But with all of that said, I just wanted to show you guys a few trading methods that I use on a day-to-day basis, and hopefully it can help you guys make loads of coins as well. I can see this method making at least 100k an hour, and I know you see all these videos saying like this doesn't make you 100k an hour. If it did, it like they're all a bit more false compared to what this video is. With this, if you keep on this rotation, or you make a rotation of your own where you can find yourself some like decent cards that can make you 2 to 3k per card, there's really no reason why you can't make 100k per hour. Anyway, let's jump straight on into it. The first thing that I'm going to show you guys, this is all chemistry style trading, by the way. If you guys haven't heard of this, basically shadow cards and hunter cards are really hard to pick up on the market at the moment, just due to the fact they're 5k and they get binned straight away because everyone's buying them cards because they're the most populated cards on the market. So people that go out and buy cards normally go out and buy the cards for a lot more expensive. They're like 3 to 4k more expensive than if they were to buy, like, if they were to go out and buy them of their own, so I say, sorry. So basically what you want to do, we're going to start off with the shadow chem style. Like we said, we'll do the hunter one afterwards, and I'll show you guys a couple of methods with the hunter one as well. So I'll pop shadow one, so this instantly makes the card worth 3 to 4k more than its original value on the market if it was to have the basic or a different chem style like a guardian or something like that, something that someone's not going to use. So the first player I'm thinking of straight away is Sissoko. He's a very heavily used player on this game. If you guys haven't got your hands and tried this card out, it's absolutely unbelievable this year. And the reason that I love trading with this card so much is because he's always listed on the market because everyone's got him, and he's always brought on the market because everyone's got him. Also with the shadow chem style as well, he's really heavily populated on the market, so there's always cards being listed and so forth. You know what I mean? So this card, as you can see, there's a 14k minimum on. These ones aren't selling, but if this guy kept listing this card, I believe it would sell over time. But with me, with the market at the moment, with Black Friday coming, you got the road to final cards on the market at the moment. I preferably would try and get rid of these cards as quick as possible, as you're picking them up cheap. Like, especially if you're getting them 2k cheap, there's no really need for you to list for lazy buys as such. So if I'm to pick up this card, the first thing we'll look at is 14k on the market. It's the cheapest by 500 coins. And there's another one there, like 14k. It's not really selling either. It's got 10 minutes on the market, but that card will sell. I would probably match them two at 14k because I know for a fact that Sissoko will sell for 14k. Like I said again, he's very heavily populated. People have got the coins, and people have got 14k. Most people right now have 14k. And I should have probably mentioned as well before I actually done this, that you guys only need 12k to 12.5k to actually start this sort of method to make yourself some decent coins. Obviously the more coins you have, the better this method does actually work. But like with me, I've got 300k, so it's a perfect amount. And I will show you guys a few of the cards that I did pick up earlier on just before I started the video. In fact, I wanted to make sure this method was working first. It's probably dried out now, know what I mean? There we go, I've been kicked off the market. I hate that, I keep doing that recently. But yeah, basically what you want to do, you want to go onto the market, we're just in these 14ks. We're going to go about 2k on the price. I'm going to go for a 250, sorry, with the shadow one. I'm going to sit here and try and snipe this card for about 2 to 3 minutes, I normally say, per card, because that way you're giving yourself to see if that card is being listed on the market, sort of thing. You don't want to sit on the same card for too long as well, which is another thing, because if you're sitting on the same card for too long, it's going to get very tedious. You're going to have certain times, sorry, where that he's not getting listed, and you are going to be waiting a little while, so you don't want cards to dry out. And I'm going to show you guys this card, and I'll come back to you guys in a second when I've actually sniped one. There we go, 9k. I've just seen one there. Unfortunately, we didn't actually get to even pick that one up. Someone else is on too quick on that. I don't know like how they got that so quick, or since I've been trying this card for about 3 minutes. Unfortunately, this card's not really working for me at the moment. I thought it'd work a lot quicker because before I had about 3 show in about 3 minutes, so it was really quick turnover. But for some reason, it's gone really dry. So I'm guessing someone else is already on this method at this current time. So maybe it's best that we go out and have a look at some current bids, and then I'll come back to you guys in a minute and see if we can get any on current bid. Right, we're actually going to jump over and have a look at Rashford now. It looks like it's selling for about 19,000 coins when I looked down with the Hunter Chem style. So yeah, 90,000 coins. There's actually one there for 80,000 coins as well, which you could pick up and make about 500 coins off, which I do suggest actually doing sometimes, because you can make a very good amount of coins. If you're, say you get 20 of them cards, you're going to make a nice amount of coins from that, do you know what I mean? So it definitely could be worth looking into and doing. For me right now, I'm not really going to be focused on that. I just want to try and show you guys that there is some really good deals to be had out there. And like you can make a very, very good amount of money from this. Like I said before as well, we got the 90k just up. That was my mistake, so you got to be careful of that as well. It doesn't reset your credentials, if you like. But he's at 90k, so we're going to go and have a look at maximum of 17,500 first before we actually start sniping. This guy's one there that obviously is not going to sell for that price. I'm going to bump this up a little bit. I don't like it to be too low, because then people actually go out and look and see how much he is. So I like to be near his price, and I always bid to a standard price where people will think, oh no, that's too much, sort of thing. They're actually going to bid on this card of 14,750. Seems like a really, really good price. 15, we'll bid on that one, and then we'll leave that one because it's up for 1 day. And then we're going to go, like I said before, go straight into the buy now. You want to see how much you can try and pick one of these up for buy now. So we're going to go back to around about 16,500. I think we said 17 before though, didn't we? I just want to double check. I hate missing out on these cards. So yeah, so it's at 18k. So we go and have a look around 16, should we say 16,250 around there, because actually we'll go 16,500 because I know that there's more of a chance if I bump up the price, there's more of a chance that some of these are going to come up on the market, and hopefully you guys can catch me in action, actually get one of these cards. It's so hard when you're actually doing a YouTube video of trying to get one of these, but I guarantee if I switch it off, I'll go and get like 2 come up in like 2 minutes. You know what I mean? It's just how it works. It's unfortunate that is how it works. That's why I say it's so hard for me to show you guys like on a YouTube video of this method, but hopefully you guys get a rough understanding of this method, and I've shown you guys well enough so you guys can go out and actually try this method. If not, you can always catch me on Twitch. I do it on there as well, do you know what I mean? But I don't think Rashford's going to pay out for us. We could go and have a look and make sure we get the current bid ones instead. Just go and have a quick look. We probably missed out on one, like I said, because I was sorting out with him. 9k for Hernandez. It's a decent price. I would have probably took that one as well. So he's selling for 13,500. Actually, no, I can't remember what his price was with his shadow. I can't actually remember what his price was with his shadow. I'm pretty sure it was like 15k off the top of my head, wasn't it? 15,500. So it probably is a good deal to pick up, but I think it's going to bump up in price anyway. He's 10,250, so we will actually try and grab that one for 9,000 coins if we can. He's already on that price, so we're still winning that one, and we've got the Rashford there for 15,000 coins as well. So hopefully we'll quickly watch this countdown go down. Hopefully we can pick up Hernandez here for 9,000 coins. It'll make a decent amount of coins. We'll only make about 1,000 coins, but like I said, it takes 2 minutes. If you guys get a nice rotation of players, you'll be able to make a lot of coins from this method. I can like believe me on that. And I'd probably recommend doing this method in the mornings and night times, because midday, I don't know how much it's going to be like effective or anything like that, because obviously there's a lot more people watching on the market, and it all comes down to well, sniping wise, you want a lot of people, you want the market to be quite heavily populated, you want a lot of people to be listing cards, so it works on that front. But bids I like to do mornings and night times because they seem to pay out a lot more. So we did actually get that card for 9,000 coins. We're going to list him up for 10,500, and he should sell off as well, because I believe our other ones did actually sell off. That's actually at 12,750, so we'll probably leave that one in the end. Like after that, like that will be it. If someone goes 13, I think we're going to be done with it. I think our other ones did actually sell. We've got 2 on the market now, so that's fine. I don't mind having 2 on the market, as long as any more than 2 I get a little bit like, it's probably not the best of things to do. We're going to get rid of that one as well, just because I don't like having that expired thing on there. But yeah, I think that is going to be it. We're going to have a little look at see if we can go pick up any cards on open bid as well, actually. So we'll go and do that now, and I'll catch you guys in a second. Right guys, we're back. I did actually end up coming away from Sissoko, because before the video, of course, I was sniping Sissoko and I actually got myself 1 or 2, but I've just gone out and open bid one just now and put a couple of bids on the other ones, on these guys just here. So we've got an 8.2 on Hernandez, which I will be showing you guys in a minute. I'm hoping this one works. I'm not 100% sure if Hernandez is going to work, because he worked for me earlier, but we've also got another 12.5 on Sissoko. So as we said before, we just picked this one up for 13,000 coins just on an open bid, which you can do that as well as the cards I was going to mention as well. If you pick these cards up on an open bid, just bid what, like we said, what was Sissoko? Something like 14,500, which I said it would sell for. Arguably this card is not making 2 to 3k like I said it would, but this card will be making me about 1.5k coins, which this card literally took me I don't even know, 3 minutes to pick up on an open bid, just because I literally went straight on to open bids and he had about 3 minutes left, and I outbidded the last guy, and the current bid actually was 12,500. So the guy was sort of doing the same sort of thing. They just left it because he's for 1.5k. It's probably, if he would have outbidded, he wouldn't have made much coins off it. But anyway, that being said, we're going to list this card up for 14,500. I think we said it was for before. I know this card will sell. I'll also be on here now and then. There's also a centre forward one of him as well. We actually managed to pick up the Hernandez as well, which I'm not actually sure how much Hernandez is going for him. I'm pretty sure he's about 11k of a hunter. If you guys as well use Footbin, I don't know if you guys are aware of Footbin. Footbin's a really, really good place to check out deals and cars. The graph's the biggest thing for me from Footbin, because the current prices don't always chop and change. Like last year, they were really, really on top of things, but this year you could wait. It'll be like a 2-hour price, and the price would have changed by then, sort of thing. So Footbin's not always the most reliable source in the world, but I do recommend it still, because their graphs are really good down below. They're always up to date, and it will show you the rise in the sort of cards and how much they are fluctuating between, like, from the Monday to Friday sort of thing, so you know when to pick up the cards cheapest as possible on the market. But that being said, we're going to jump in and check how much Hernandez is actually selling for. We'll chuck him straight on the transfer list, and I wanted to show you guys a couple of the other trades that were made as well. Unlucky there with the some of actually outbid us on that 13k. I wasn't aware of that because at the time I was trying to sort out the video, but let's go see how much Hernandez sells for. I'll also show you guys my trade pile of the other cards that I've been doing, and you guys can get a rough idea what sort of cards it is. I won't just leave you on this video like with this one card that I picked up, but we'll pick up some more as well. But like I was saying before, if you've got a rotation, what I mean by that is, one second, Hernandez, where is he? Hernandez, and I will get there eventually. Sorry about my awful spelling. But yeah, if you guys find a rotation, you guys will be able to make 3 to 4k per card. It's finding the cards that work for you. You could try these cards that I'm trying as well, by all means. Basically, what I'm doing with these cards is I'm obviously putting the Shadow Chem style on, and I'm also checking, like, making sure they're heavily populated. Hernandez is really, really populated. He's French, he's in the Bundesliga. Same with Sissoko, French in the Premier League. These are two places where if anyone goes for a French team, if anyone goes for a Bundesliga team, if anyone goes for a Prem team, they're going to go straight to these cards, because Hernandez is one of the best centre-backs in the Bundesliga, and the French centre-back are one of the best. Same with Sissoko, one of the best centre-mids, if not the best, cheapest centre-mid on the game. It's absolutely unbelievable. I can't rave about that card enough, and it's not because I want you guys to pick up my cards. My cards will be long gone by then, guys. But yeah, they're really, really good. And with that being said, like, there's other cards you can pick up. I actually picked up a couple of Hernandez, which I will show you. Not Hernandez, sorry, Mendy's, which I will show you just in a minute. We ended up picking them up for like 24,000 coins with a shadow on. We ended up selling them off for about 27,750, I believe. But they also had a shadow on, so you want to keep looking out for shadow. Make sure that the cards you are picking up aren't dropping too quick. You want to, as soon as you pick these cards up, you want to list them straight away as well. It's a massive thing to do. I know a lot of people sometimes hold their cards, carry on trade, and then sell them all in one big batch. You do not want to do that. You want to also, like, list one card or 2 cards at a time. I try and get rid of 1 card at a time, because if you go and list, say, 5 to 6 cards at a time that you've just picked up of the same card, what you're then doing with that card is you're making the market, like, seem that isn't a good deal, if that makes sense. So they'll wait for a better deal, and they'll just sit there sniping. Whereas if there's one card at 13k for instance, people will go and pick that card up straight away because they'll believe it's a good deal. Whereas if you've got 6, like I said, they'll go and snipe one for 12k, which won't take them too long at all. I don't actually know what's just happened then. FIFA being FIFA, as always, the servers aren't doing too great. But yeah, that's the main idea that I go with that. I know a lot of other trades will say exactly the same thing. Is this mark going to work for us today? We need to put it on shadow as well. That will help. And yeah, basically that is one of my main tips as well. Because when you're trading, you always want to be making sure you're making it's really hard to explain. Like, you're making the most of what you can with the cards. So like I said, you're flipping it constantly. My 3 top tips: you're getting rid of it quickly because of the market. You're also picking them up 2k under price. I try to do 1.5 to 2k because it's a safety zone for me. I know for the fact that if I pick that card up for that price, then I will definitely make coins. I don't know where my Hernandez keeps going as well. And I like to also make sure that these cards are very heavily populated, because I'm going to be selling these cards quickly, and I want them gone quickly as well. I think about 13. He's 11. Okay. 10, 10, 10, 8, 8, 8. That was a really good price, actually. We'll take that one for 8 if I can get there. I don't know if I'll be able to get there. So we just picked that one for 8k. So I'm going to actually sell this card on for about 10.5, I believe. Yeah, we'll get rid of this card for 10.5. But like I said, do not list I'm not going to list the two together. I'm going to list one because we're going to have two on the market at 10.5 at that rate, because someone else has actually got theirs on there as well. We'll list for 1 hour, wait for that card to sell, and then we'll go and list our other one. There's some other cards that we did trade with that I'm going to actually show you guys. I want to show you guys a lot more of my trades that I've actually done, but it's really difficult to do in one video. So if you guys do want a more like explanatory explanation of what I'm actually doing here, then let me know down in the comment section below. I know I say that in every single video pretty much, like let me know in the comments, but that's somewhere I can interact with you guys and get feedback from what I'm doing right and wrong with my YouTube, because I have only just started. This is my first trading video as well, so yeah, I'm trying to improve constantly, so your feedback really helps me. I'm not going to take it to heart or anything like that, don't worry about that. But anyway, nonetheless, Hernandez 9.3k, which I sold one for them because I picked that up about an hour ago. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean with the market. It's chop and changing. We actually just picked them up at 8k not long ago as well. Rashford's another really good card. Hunter, these all changed to basic as well because FIFA's being FIFA again. But Rashford's another really good one. Hunter came to style on Rashford. I managed to pick this card up for around 16,250, I believe it was, an open bid. Open bid's been really good for me on Xbox recently. So we picked him up at whatever I just said then for that price, and then we sold him for 18,500. It was a really good deal, 2k per card. This is all done within about an hour. As you can see, Sissoko working really well. Sissoko is the best card to snipe and sell on really quickly, because for me, I've actually picked a lot of these cards up for 9k, you wouldn't believe, but I snipe these cards for 9k because people list them up and they're not thinking right when they're selling their teams, they're rage selling or whatever they're doing. They're not remembering about their shadow card. They're not remembering, oh, I'm gonna sell this card for more because I picked up for it. They'll literally look at Sissoko's price without a shadow on, and then they'll list it 1k cheaper than that. So if it's 10k about the Hunter shadow, sorry, they'll list for 9k, and I literally picked up 2 to 3 of these cards by doing that. And if you guys haven't seen, there's a crazy snipe that I did not too long ago. It was with a Rashford, I believe it was. He was actually selling for 40k at the time. I managed to actually snipe one for something like 22k or something crazy. Like, there's a massive clip on it on Twitch, man. If you guys want to go check that out, it's twitch.tv/Burrettl. I'll get that in there as well. But as you can see, these are the Mendy's that I was talking about earlier on. That really works well with this card as well. Sissoko again, Rashford as we spoke about with the Hunter. Coleman was a card that I actually packed in my rewards. If you haven't seen that, as a video on the Twitch. And here's a couple more Hernandez. There you go, one just sold then. Do you see that? 10,550. So now that's sold for 10,550. I'm going to go list this one for 10,550. As you can see, I picked him up for 7,700 coins. So we're going to list this one for 10,550. And this was actually on a buy now as well. 10,500. So I don't know why I keep saying 550. I don't know where I'm getting that from. 10,500 in him. And Sissoko's free as well. Actually, that's Sissoko's still trying to sell. I thought we had another one to sell then. I'm going to keep these two here. And while them two are waiting, make sure you go out and trade a bit more. Use the coins that you've just used and go out and check the market before you're trying to snipe all these sorts of cards. Like, if say I'm going to go snipe Hernandez for, how much did we say? It was 10,250. So I can get one for anything under 9k. I'll put 9k because they'll go more. Before you start your sniping methods, the best thing to do as well is do the max price and go out and bid everything. So all your rotation that you've got. So mine's Hernandez, Sissoko, Rashford and Mendy at the moment, but you guys can go out and there's plenty more cards you can use out on the market which are really good. I can, like, if you're really low budget trading, you can do the same with Havertz, Goretzka. These cards are used on a day-to-day basis when weekend league is about. Thursday pickups are really good as well. If you guys wait to rewards, when everyone's at their rivals rewards, you'll see Sissoko come down a lot, and you'll see it on Footbin's graphs, and you'll be able to sell him on again Friday or even Thursday night, because a lot of people, actually, yeah, Thursday night I'd probably say is better, because people are starting to pick up their teams ready in for the morning tomorrow. So that's probably another good tip of mine that I can help you guys out with. If you guys actually need or have any like issues and you want to DM me on Twitter, my Twitter DMs are always open to everyone. I'll get back to you within 2 to 3 hours. It doesn't take me long at all. I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of that and don't think that you can't DM me for any help at all or anything like that. But we're just going to do what I said a minute ago as well. So say I was looking at Sissoko. We're going to go for Sissoko. Before I would do this rotation, I'd literally do this every single time. I think we said around, I should have double checked his price, but say I said 13k, I'd go to his max, and there we go, 12,250. So I'd go on here, and I would bid every single one of these. I think if we said it's 15. So I'm going to go out and I'm just going to bid all of these, even up to like 30 minutes. I'm going to be trading for a good 30 minutes. I'll go out and bid on these for 30 minutes, and then we'll leave them. We'll remember the time as well, 3 minutes. I'll look at the clock, go back to it in 3 minutes, you know what I mean? And this is, you should do all this before you start sniping cards, because it's really going to help you out a lot and you're really going to pick up some decent deals. Just try not to forget about the cards, which I do a lot, unfortunately, because otherwise you're going to miss out on some really good deals. So then we'll go to 7k. I think we said, he was like 10k, wasn't he? So there's none on the market with Shadow, which is really strange. It's 8,700, I think we picked that up. So someone's actually already doing this method already. I think that was a good deal, wasn't it? I can't actually remember off the top of my head, but I am going to pick them up because I'm pretty sure I was, normally when there's a bid, I don't recommend doing what I just did then because I wasn't 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it was 10,500 we said, didn't we? That's why I went with it. But then I'll go back to just sniping him again. So he's 10,500. We had to get a couple for 8,500. And like I said, this does not take me long at all. We've got that one at 3 minutes, the Soko as well. We need to remember that. The other sort of cards that I'm going to try and say off the top of my head that you guys can go out and pick up with Shadow and Hunter. Your Hunter Chem Stars, you're looking for OP Prem Strikers, so your Rashfords, your Werner's a really good one. I think Werner's quite cheap at the moment. I like to do cards that are around 10 to 15k. You can do more. I used to do Rashford, which was 40k. They just work really well. Like I said, Mindy 30k. There's not... You sort of want to do it around them because you've got to remember the tax on the cards, which I always like to remember that. When you get a tax on a card, you're going to lose quite a bit of coins if you've gone for a card that's like 80k and you're doing this method with. It's really not worth it. But other than that, I think I've pretty much cleared up what I think about chem style trade and how I think you guys should make the money at the moment. This is one of the best methods, and it has been for about a month to 3 months now. So it just shows how much this method always will work for you guys. It's never going to go outdated or anything like that, because simply the Hunter, unless the Hunter chem style and the Shadow goes up in price, or something happens, they do something, so there's more of them on the market, then I can't see this method changing at all, like anytime soon, for sure. For some reason my marker's not working at the moment, guys. I'm gonna have to sort of, I guess, end the video there, and that was sort of where I was gonna wrap it up anyway, because there you go, FIFA's being FIFA again. As always, this is a perfect example of what FIFA does to me. But yeah, if you guys have any like issues, anything like that at all, let me know down in the comment section below, like I exactly said before. And hopefully this method helps you guys out. If you do want to see some more like trading methods that I do on a day-to-day basis, I'll try and get you guys, let's say 20 likes. What, 20 likes? Can we do 20 likes? My player reviews get 20 likes, so maybe this year the trading one can do the same. Hopefully catch you all guys around soon. And before we go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you all later, and peace.